Hello, adventurers, and welcome to session 5.5 of Fables from the Tavern. As I'm sure you're aware, there are only two people here today, and that's because the party was recently split, and they now work to resolve this issue, and hope reunite. So, I want to quickly say, go and check out YouTube Shorts and TikTok, as well as all the other videos we've done so far. There's a campaign recap if you guys don't fancy watching the first few episodes. So go check that out. It's good fun. So, yeah, I think that's all I've got to say for the announcement. So, on to the session recap. Oh, I forgot to say, prepare your swords and spells. It's about to begin.
Last time on Fables from the Tavern.
We stood upon a large hill, and before us stood a sight like no other. What could be 100 manticores seemed to be centralizing here, a den of great magnitude. As we stood in both awe and fear, I saw as 5 manticores caught sight of us and barreled down. We tried to fight back, but we didn't stand a chance, so we ran. I grabbed hold of Snock and ran with him. But as he did, he stumbled in a bramble bush, pulling us both to the ground. As I could feel the vibrations of the manticore all around me. In that moment, I knew we were dead. But just as I felt the creatures dive ever closer, a pair of small hands grabbed my wrists, pulling me away from the path. I was saved. I hoped. As the hands did so, I felt a rope almost instantly wrap around my hands, binding them together, followed by a bag placed over my head. Well, as they say, out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Welcome back. So with that, the session can begin, as these two remain with their bags over their heads and their hands tied behind their backs.
A lovely place to be. Have fun.
Indeed.
I don't think there's much we can do other than struggle to get out of them.
Yeah, you can.
I mean-
you can roll me a strength check or a dexterity check if you want to try and pull your way out. Or
Alright, dexterity.
I could probably...
Probably hear what's happening around me. I never
yeah,
really... The bag over my head hasn't really affected me.
So you can hear the stampede, like you can feel the vibrations, you can hear all the roars and that, and you can know the stampede of manticores has passed you by now, and you just hear like the footsteps of your friends just bolting for their lives, not seeing me yet, have noticed that you've fallen, as they're too focused on like looking ahead and making sure they're not caught themselves. Oh, past that. The moment that you try to speak, you manage to go, oh, and then you feel this small hand, probably about half the size of yours, just pull the bag real tight around your mouth, as if trying to stop any sound from coming out. And then you hear,
Hey. Not knowing if it's because... Yeah, not knowing if it was because the manticores are over here or not, I probably wouldn't be saying much either.
as you guys kind of remain there in silence, or Shinnok trying to speak, but being as
Unable
as
to
best as
with-
possible stopped. Yeah. You just hear one of them whisper right next to your ears. Stay quiet. Maybe you'll live.
Hopefully I live.
Yeah. I hope you live too.
Thank you.
That's alright. This is kind of awkward. I didn't really think much past
Yeah,
the
this
bag over
has
your heads
gotten
and tied
weird.
it.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Okay, well, just come this way. And you...
We can't, you tied
feel
our
the
hands
legs
away.
being
We can't see anything.
you feel these two tiny hands just try and heave back on you and pull, and then just say, can you guys just, like, stay low, but crawl over in the direction of my...
Can you untie my hands?
It's a lot easier with the... It's a lot easier without the bags.
Roll a persuasion check. Either one with advantage or both of you.
Yeah.
Persuasion. I'll go 2. I'll just roll 1, 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
14. 6. Well, you did a lot better than me.
I need the bags on your heads because that's what makes it look like I've actually done my job. And I need to do my job because if you know, I've got other people and they see that I've just come willy-nilly with you, then they'll be like, really annoyed. So, how about this, right? Well, I'll like, loosen the knots a bit and actually just climb out, right? But if you try to escape, so help you, there are arrows pointed right at your heads right now and you will not make it far, okay?
Alright, make an inside check.
Fair enough.
Check
Alright.
if he's lying about that. Oh, that was pretty bad. What am I inside? 10. It's not as bad. 13 is my... No.
The way that you're passive, yeah. So the way that you're, the way it's being said is, like, it seems like they're not very sure on themselves, but you also, seeing the situation, have no, like, you've already been put a bag of your heads, not what's to say
Yeah,
that
that's
an
fair.
arrow's not been pointed to your heads. So yeah, you keep going. Quick, manticores will get you.
Alright. I start crawling.
Alright, so you, like, your hands tied, so you're, like, trying to, like, still move your arms, you're able to, like, army crawl your way over towards the voice of which you feel a hand just grab your knots as tight as possible and say, thank you, now you.
I continue to... I'll do it so, as well. Try to crawl. Try not to get all my clothes dirty, but I do a little crawl. And while I do so, I ask, wait, where's my pet, my familiar?
What does it look like?
Basically, a cat with wings.
Can't it just fly over to us?
Why did you mention that?
When
Okay,
you
so
just-
there's a slight chance that it may be, no, we won't think about that. We won't be thinking. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure it might be over there. We won't have used it for food. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not gonna. Be fine. We'll find it. Promise. Okay.
Alright. And
We don't want to
Scooby
hurt you,
Doo.
okay?
We'll resummon it, or at least we'll be able to get back.
alright then. Very well. And as he
Not
says that, I'll try to switch my senses of sight with Wix's.
Alright, sounds good. Is that, do you just gotta do that, or do you have to, like, how does that one work?
Do you have to be in like a range?
I believe there is a range for familiar, switching your sights with a familiar. D&D.
D&D, it's D&D. D&D beyond the end. We should,
Are you
we should
feeling-
all
okay,
do
so
singing
it's-
videos.
Okay, it's 100.
Yeah, we should
it's
just
100
have
feet.
covers.
100 feet?
The range is 100 feet.
How long does it take? Is it instant, or do you have to spend a minute or so?
As an action.
Alright, awesome. So you kind of like closing your eyes inside the bag and then reopen them, and you are within 100 feet as you just managed to find your way to, almost like finding your way to your familiar's eyes, and what you see out is there are a group of maybe 5 halflings wearing these sort of green, mossy clothes, and you see the creatures, your familiar is currently just like kind of walking around them, keeping an eye. What you do also catch sight of, just from its eye, is what appears to be a bow with an arrow knocked and loaded.
Okay. Alright. I'll telepathically communicate with Familia to stay close, but stay outside.
Kind of get that sense of acknowledgement back as the creature begins to and continues to circle around.
Alright.
So would you like to shuffle your way forward as you're doing that? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So you make your way. All right. Okay. Thank you. Listen, I don't want to hurt you, but we just need you, okay? Like, you don't understand. Just please come with us.
We do have some people who I think need us, so we might have to do that first.
I kind of hate to tell you, but I don't think they're exactly in the best situation, or probably dead.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. I don't want them in that situation. I want them in a better situation.
Yeah, but, you know, like, there was 10 after them. You go back, you're gonna die too. Is it worth it?
Is
If
it
you come with
better
us-
to have?
If you come with us, we have more people. We can maybe come out and find them, yeah?
All right.
Be better
Make
with
it
more of
quick,
us, then we might live, yeah?
Yeah, make it quick though.
Okay, promise. We'll you know, just get there and, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but just please. Alright, we haven't seen people in a long, long time, okay? So, we yeah,
This is new for you, isn't
follow
it?
me. Yeah. I'm not very good at the cooking business. They just kind of chose me because none of them wanted to do it. At which point, you see them just kind of like pull you up on your feet and say, "Okay, I need you to come over, pretending like I've caught you, over to this group, and then."
Oh,
you're gonna
how
pick
I've
all
been
the-
caught. Been
Yeah, like
tricked.
that was good. That was good. That was good. That was very good. All right, just make me look
I'll
amazing.
keep doing that.
And then
I'll
we'll
keep
get
doing
over
it
there.
for you.
Thank you. So we'll get over there. You'll do, you know, we'll do all that, and then we'll take the bags off, and we'll take you back to where we are, and then we can talk from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very well.
Should
Probably
probably
send some
sorry, but
people
also
just
I'm
to-
really not sorry.
Yeah, you probably send them one of your archers just to make sure that our friends are still alive.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. So, just you know, just checking. What have I done? What have I done to you? You guys have been.
What do you mean, what do you-
Been kidnapped? You should finish the sentence.
I've been kidnapped. Yes.
That's it. Well done. And you?
I have fallen for this trap. Oh no.
I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay,
I
just
might
come with,
do
alright?
the performances.
You feel a slight push, and yeah, both roll me a performance check as you're like trying to pretend that you've been trapped here.
Oh no, the woes of being trapped by a small person.
That's a dirty 20. That was very 2. It was a 2.
So
My sarcasm
you're
was
like-
very showing.
Oh no, how could this be?
I've been
more just-
trapped.
oh.
This is so bad. And Shinnok, you're like putting in like your whole effort into this, and being like, "Oh no, my friends, my friends."
The
And
theater
Nimro's like-
kid is coming out of Shonak
Yeah.
at this very moment. This is his dream. His moment to shine.
So as you're pushed in, you're both trying to act. Shinnok succeeding, Numon definitely not. You just hear her go, "Alright, you can be quiet now. I've got them!" And then you just hear a
You
voice
got
go,
us.
"Good. Yeah, good. Alright, so, what do we do now?" And you just hear the person that's captured you go out, "Oh, no, I did my bit. This is your bit. No. Oh, and everyone is just saying like, "Oh,
Yes.
who's doing this? What's this? What's going on here? What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do?"
How many people are here?
You can hear, probably with your better hearing, about 5 people.
Alright, that's not many.
Yeah.
And then you just feel a small hand, like, use your, like, arm to, like, pull themselves up, wrap their legs around one of your legs, and then pull the bag off your head, and then drop back down, and no more the same. As you guys, like, adjust to the light for a second after being in the dark. You see a group of 5...
The thing about it is, I have a blindfold on this entire time, so I don't know why you put the bag over my head. I don't think you noticed
Why do you have a
that.
blindfold on? Why do you have
I'm
a
blind.
blindfold on? Oh. Maybe the bag was. He's just... listen, I didn't know you were blind. I'm sorry. It's not, like, offensive,
No,
is
it's
it?
fine.
I'm really sorry about it.
No, it isn't. No, you didn't know, so it's fine. It's just funny to me, to be honest.
Yes.
He's also blind.
Whoa. What? Are you... Are you, like, wearing really cool armor, or are you, like, metal?
You are the really cool armor.
I am the armor, warforged,
Huh.
as they call it.
I mean... That's... Whoa.
Indeed.
Anyway, so,
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying? I keep interrupting you. I'm really sorry, I'm a bad kidnapper.
Sorry.
I never met a
Just
good key person.
I dropped
Sorry.
I dropped the connection with Twix, so I regained my sight.
Alright, so, yeah, you're seeing all these 5, like, a raggedy, Shinnok, you're able to kind of just hear them all muttering, and you can hear from their voices that they're quite low down. And meanwhile, you're seeing there a group of 5 raggedy-looking halflings, wearing these, like moss each having a sort of weapon that's pretty handcrafted to their sides. It seems wearing sort of ghillie suit sort of material, as if they're trying to blend into the environment. And then you see one of the folks, one of the halflings, just turn to the person behind you, who you now see to be this short female halfling with hair that probably goes down to about her shoulders, roughly cut. You see like ragged edges where it's a lot shorter, places where it's a lot longer, with like brown marks all over her face. It'd be patches of mud. And you have one of them just look at her and go, Kyra, do we like keep these guys now? And then Kyra responds.
I think we had a deal. You send someone to make sure my friends are alive.
Oh yeah. Whistles, and then you see one of the archers. You see like emerge from the bushes wearing this like oversized mossy thing that entirely looks exactly like a bush. Just goes nods in a sort of like code-like manner, and then starts stealthing it over to roughly where your friends came from, of which Kara looks and says, alright, there's my part of the deal. Now you come with me, yeah?
Yep. Come by me.
Alright. John, you... That sounded like
Magic.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like sparkle dust in like a movie. No more starts like growing fairy wings and floats away.
Oh god. So yeah, you see Kara looks over at one of the male halflings and goes, John, grab Kieran and yeah, you look after the stretcher, yeah? Yeah, I'll get him. And you see John take the lead and grab one of the other small halflings and pick up this small halfling. Seems on a stretcher, a giant gap taken out of its leg, seemingly a bite from a manticore. And then Kyra looks up at you and goes, "Oh yeah, I'm Kyra. Who are you guys?"
From here, you.
You didn't
Of
know.
course. My name is Shunnock, then a day Goriyamajuka. We are a part of an adventuring group. We named ourselves yet?
Huh. I don't think we come up with a name.
Alright, we haven't come up
No,
with a
I
name yet.
remember.
Anyway, we were just trying to find the manticore nest. They've been attacking some people, so we're trying to... I imagine something's funny to you.
Yeah. I mean, like, seriously? You guys
Yeah.
are, like, actually looking for the manticore nest?
Yeah.
You guys are... Do you want to die? Is this like a, you know, like, we've all got illnesses and we're gonna die soon, this is our last wish?
Well, no, we've killed a few manticores, so like some others aren't that bad.
I mean, no offense to you, but, like, there's a difference between the nest and, like, two manticores. Like there's a big difference. Yeah? There's, like,
Yeah.
so many.
Right.
How about, we walk and talk, yeah? You know?
I'm fine with talking. I don't really mind where we're walking.
All
Where are we
right,
walking anyway?
let's get going. Well, we've got a small settlement, out like a camp. We're taking you guys there if that's okay. To
That's
speak
fine.
to our people.
Our friends are only
Now,
dying.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna keep on the rope stuff. I'll loosen it up a bit, but, like, you know, if you guys run away, we need to have, like, something to, like, you know. I'm sure you understand. I'm gonna pretend you understand, even if you don't understand. So, yeah.
You like
well-
remove your hands.
Please don't
I
remove your
don't
hands.
know. Probably,
Probably not, but like,
I don't think I can. But that's not the only way, so
question for other days.
whatever makes you safer, bud.
I just rolled like
Yeah,
20
well-
dice, and I'm kidding you. I'm not kidding you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them were natural ones.
For
what?
Get all the bad luck out here now.
For like, there was what? I think it was about 16 in total actually. Dice, and half of them were nat ones. That's not looking good.
Why are you
Anywho,
rolling 16 dice?
just to intimidate you.
Alright.
Yeah,
We can't even see your rolling dice.
Maybe I'm just like pre-preparing the attack rolls.
True.
Yep.
Or maybe I'm
Oh,
just...
yeah. Newmore, how many
Nice.
archers are there?
Currently. As I saw, there was only one with a bolt knocked.
You
Two.
can see currently.
Two.
There's 2.
Alright.
There
you just
you go.
send me
Kyra,
away?
that's Kyra. That's Kyra telling you. No, we sent out 1. We still got 1 more.
Alright.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright.
Yeah, there's 1 with us. I'm not afraid to tell you that. It's probably more useful if you know. Then you won't try and run away, and then, you know, it's just a pain if you run away. No offense.
None taken.
So, you know, like, as this is a kind of, as you're, like, being pushed along to keep walking, your arms have been, like, loosened. Why are you guys doing this mission?
A girl was stolen. We're trying to get her back.
Oh, that's terrible. I hate to tell you, but she's probably dead. That was probably a bit... Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna find out. And if she is, we're gonna kill the ones that did it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. We can take a while. We can get creative.
No, we're all on a time frame.
That's true, we are on a time frame.
I mean, I wish you guys the best of luck on that.
Thank you.
I'm Kyra. I think I've said that. Have I said that?
Yeah, you have said that. I don't think you
well.
introduced
I have
introduced
not.
myself.
Oh, what's your name then?
I am Newmore.
That was incredibly intimidating, but also really cool. Can you, like, fly?
When when I want to.
That's cool. It's really cool. So like, yeah, I'm from this camp called Hedgeston. Well, actually, I was from a village called Hedgeston, but as you can see, we have a infestation of some pests called manticores. they kind of
Yeah, I can't do that.
yeah, they kind of came, destroyed everything that we had. You know, very nice, but I mean, we're all alive, kind of. Probably not actually. All of us died, but some of us are alive.
Alright.
I'm just kind of talking gibberish. I feel a bit bad for kind of kidnapping you, but also like we haven't seen people in so long. I mean, we didn't think anyone else could have survived that amount of manticores, especially after we didn't hear from.
You could have just asked us to come. We would have come right away. Like, we don't want to be chased by 20 mancors either.
You know, but we kind of like assumed that by now the world would have gone to, you know, crap, or at least the area, and no one would like everyone be find themselves. I mean, surely that's it, yeah.
Nah, the world's fine. Initially, it's just like
Serious?
these Yeah, there's been like, what, like 2 manticore attacks. They don't really venture.
There's hundreds of them.
Yeah, there's
no
hundreds
way.
here, but like, everywhere else is fine.
We sent message to the city and no one ever came back. We assumed the worst. We thought it had fallen. Thorol's still there?
I think with Thor? Thor? Maybe I've heard
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because the fact that you have kind of like a barrier of manticores between you and the messengers. And sadly,
It's
messengers
they-
aren't strong, so they probably got eaten.
Yeah, mostly you probably just sent out cat food.
Yeah.
Oh. So you don't think they're alive? Well, we guessed they weren't alive, but I was remaining hopeful.
Well, you were right to send out messages. Unfortunately, there was a barrier. A very
You guys-
toothy barrier.
Are you
We're not
guys-
messengers.
Did you make it through though? How did you make it through?
I think we ran very fast.
That's
Something to that
probably
effect.
the key.
Yeah.
We've been here for like what, months?
No, no.
Kind of fell into we just kind of fell into order, you know. We were passing
Order and
hell,
chaos.
but yeah. I don't know where they came from. It was all weird. One day we were out there farming the fields near Hedgeston, and then the next, like, I'm still here. Just they were everywhere.
Happens.
Yeah, the manticore problem does seem to get worse the further out we go from Thorn.
Yeah. Hope you guys get rid of them. That'd be nice.
It would be nice. We're planning to.
So,
Or at least we're planning to get the girl back. That's our main plan. We're killing Mandadors. That's a good secondary plan.
I mean, where do you think they came from? There was not that many before. There was maybe we'd heard stories of 1 or 2, but you know, old stuff.
Maybe it was just
Never
like,
this many.
you know, like how birds migrate. Maybe they just did that, but here.
Yeah, I guess.
From what we've seen, from what we've seen, there's probably someone conducting all this. So take care of that. At least we'll stop the continuation of more. That way, at least taking care of the manticores won't be as hard.
Yeah. Problem is, it caused even more attacks. You know, we've creatures that used to live in the hills. They don't live there anymore, so they got pushed out. It's crazy. Anyway.
Stories.
But, we should get going. You know, it's starting to get dark. We might want to speed up this walk. You see, after a while, they kind of shift the body into a sort of like carry bag rather than the stretchers, and just start dragging it through. Through.
Jesus,
They go
well
past
done.
a patch of mud and just drag him through this patch of mud, leaving this like clear mark. And then she says, I'm like, Schnock. How many is... That's a lot.
I know. I was just rolling dice.
Look, it's all the attack rolls you're about to make as a monk using blurry of foes. Blurry of flows?
Blurry of foes.
Blurry of flows. Blurry of foes. The blurry of flows.
Oh yes. When they shoot me with the arrows, I'm gonna use my reflect missiles.
The most dyslexic spellcaster ever.
I was trying to see if I could make like a joke or a stunning strike, but I realized that's the same thing. It doesn't make a difference.
You get shot and diss them, and you get shot. Oh, I was at your mother's house last night.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. So you guys keep walking. You see, you can tell that Kyra's been keeping her footprints pretty hidden, and after a while, she kind of just gives up, and then you see this sort of smoke plume coming up in the distance. You've probably been walking for maybe close to 2.5 hours by now. And Kyra just looks back at you and goes, "Here we are. Edgerton,
Home sweet home."
I'm going to need you guys to just stay back a bit. If the guards catch sight of you, they can be pretty,
Aggressive.
yeah,
Testy.
doing a guard's duty. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, I do.
So, just give me a second." And
No
you
worries.
see as she kind of darts forward, and you see now as you come around this corner, you start seeing these like sort of shoddily put together stone walls, and mostly patched together pieces of wood and some stones slotted in between, kind of like makeshift. You see this large plume, and what's sticking out in the center is this large ruin of what could be maybe an old windmill. Then you see, as Kyra approaches the guards, you see there are these two large centaurs, and she kind of looks up, and you can see her gesturing towards you guys, and then gesturing back, and then they just nod, and she runs over and says, "Alright, in you come. You guys don't have any, like, weapons? I mean, you have the staff, but I'm sure that'll be fine. You use that because you can't see, I'm guessing, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any weapons on you, Mr. Metal Person?"
Just my wit.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. And then she'll go, "Alright, in you come." And
I thought you said
she'll...
just my whip, and I was going. I was like, where's the joke? No, sorry. Go on now.
Okay. Alright, well, so yeah, nods to the centaurs, and then they kind of like tug down on this thing that's attached to a tree, and as they tug, like, using a pulley system, the gates are pulled up, and they kind of, you see they're like holding them up with their own strength, and she goes, "You might want to hurry under quick, otherwise it might fall on you," and she kind of like hurries you under, and eventually the group enters, all five, including the small body, and then the gates will drop to the ground, mud splatters everywhere, you guys all feel like specks of mud being thrown in the back of your clothes, at which Kyra looks at you both and goes, "So if you want to come with me, I'll introduce you to the town leader. Yeah?
Alright.
Alright.
Right. This way, as you see is now what you're seeing is these collection of motley tents made of what appears to be like cow leathers and sort of sewn together fabrics and that sort of thing. In the center is this large sort of shattered windmill. That has been put together as a sort of campfire in the middle, sort of a town center. Calling it a town is incredibly over like stepping it though. You can see maybe 25 people walking around. And as you approach one of these larger tents now, you just hear as Kyra just like tugs on the curtains, and it makes this large scratching sound, of which you hear, "Coming!" And then you hear as these sort of hooves clash against the floor, and like delving out from the curtains is this rotund centaur with this sort of really like scrappily made shirt, this brown hair that goes down to maybe his arm, like incredibly long, and this like large horse body. It's incredibly overweight, one could say. And as this sort of face looks down at you with its green eyes pouring over you all, he just goes, "Who are you?" You know? You? And you?
Shut
I
up,
am no
then
more.
a day gory amadaka. Alright, we said something.
You've got... So there's Shumor and Nunoch?
Sadly, no. Shonach, then a day gory amadaka.
And then Numor, I'm guessing, yes?
Yes.
You've done a good job, Kyra. Are these the... I mean... There haven't been people in ages. Go wait outside.
We heard that.
Yeah, I mean... People, yeah? You're real, yeah? Life?
Are we real? You exist?
Asking the wrong buddy.
Fair. I think so.
Yeah, you come inside. We'll talk. Yes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. Kyra, wait outside. Yeah. And she goes, yeah. Okay. And she'll step outside, and you guys are invited in. And what you see is this sort of tent with this like sort of fabric flooring that's been scrubbily put in. These piles of pillows and some piles of books. Some are like sort of incredibly worn. Some seem to be much more new. And now you see as he kind of takes a sort of rest on the ground, looks at you both and goes, "Wow. How did you make it through Manticores? There's so many. We've sent out so many and they've all perished."
I suppose we had it easier going. Found another way around. Only ran into, I would say, one. And then, when it became a real problem, I suppose we got lucky.
I mean, it's a miracle you're alive. Where are you guys holed up at? I mean, you guys just on your own? Small camp?
Well, originally we were part of our own group, but we got separated.
Right.
Kidnapped.
Yeah, sorry about that. They're on my orders. You can blame me, not Kara. I told them take anyone that you see that's people, because we need to know everything, because we don't know what people are like anymore, or, you know, whether they're...
They're the exact same
where
as
they
they
are.
were a month ago.
Yep.
The Manticore.
What?
The Manticore attack. Apparently, the attack happened a month ago.
I mean, months, but still, how? There are so many of them, there's no way they didn't take the town. I mean, sure, there's guards, but none of them are competent enough to kill these things. Maybe 10, 15 at most, but not that many. You guys are still kicking?
Well, yeah, everywhere outside of this place, completely fine.
Right. We sent a message to the Earl. Why did he not respond?
Because your
Most
messenger
like
died.
Oh. Did that. You guys know the way to Thorl? Yeah?
yeah, we know our way back.
Why are you even out here? Sorry to keep asking questions, but I'm baffled. These months have been a
well,
lie.
we came for a young girl who was stolen.
Okay. And you guys are what? Well, what was she stolen by?
Adventurers.
Fairy elf?
No,
Manticore.
You guys are after the Manticores.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you wish to die? There were so many. There's no hope of that. You know that, surely?
Yeah.
I mean, I admire that, I guess. Listen, this is, quite the shock. You guys go rest up. Come round in the morning for breakfast. And,
Well, you see, we have the rest of our party. I'm going to ask you, could you make sure that they're alive?
yes, I
We
will
sent
send
one person.
someone out immediately. Already one?
Someone has...
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah, they'll be, as soon as they're back, I'll tell you in the morning at breakfast, yes?
Alright.
Okay, come round in the morning, we can discuss where to go next, yeah?
Yeah. That sounds good for me.
There's a tent free, about 3 down. You'll have to move out some of the belongings. But you're welcome to use the bed. You may have to share, sorry. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Alright. Kyra will take you there. And you hear him shout, Kyra, take them to the empty one. Okay! And then the curtains are pulled open and she kind of comes over to you and ties your arms entirely now. Looks at you and goes, alright, come this way. And she moves 3 down, opens up and says, let me just clear some stuff out. This is... Yeah. And she'll move and you see her take a small little picture frame, a stack of books, and this blanket. It seems to have like stuff woven in it. And she goes, you guys can keep the bed and all that. You may have to share, or one of you sleep on the floor, I don't know, but it'll do, yeah?
I'm out. I'll sleep on the floor. I've done that a lot, so it doesn't really bother me anymore.
Well, no, you can take the bed. I don't have to sleep as long, and technically I don't even sleep.
Alright, cheers.
Alright, so, you guys are able to take a long rest if you wish. Is there anything you want to discuss or have a look around before you go to bed?
I would actually like to have a look around.
Alright. So, you leave the tent. Is Numa, would you like to come along, or are you residing to reading a book or, you know, resting up?
Yeah, I'll tag along. I'll tell Twix to come back over, hop on my shoulder.
You just, as you like exit the tent, you see this small cat dive over the walls and land on your shoulder, give you a meow and kind of rub its face against the side of your face, give you a small little lick, and then yeah, you're able to have a look around the camp. What you see is maybe around 15 tents, one all surrounding this small little windmill with entirely broken down rubble, this large campfire in the middle which a centaur seems to be keeping alight. You see these shoddily built walls that are surrounding the area, and 2 guards seem to be remaining at the entrance constantly, making sure that no one exits or leaves, to make sure that, you know, everyone's safe with the manticores. You guys, yeah, you're free to, you know, there are a few people walking about, you're free to talk to any of them, or just walk around in silent solitude.
Is there anything interesting around?
Think so. I mean, I'm just following you.
Alright, I head over to the windmill. That sounds interesting.
Alright, see, sounds good. So you head over to this sort of windmill in the center. You see one of its, like, spinny things, scientific names. The kind of like
Propellers,
rests on the floor. Yeah, I was gonna say propellers, but it feels like too helicoptery. Because it's gonna like...
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say it feels like an old plane or something.
yeah.
And
Air fan, that's a nice one. I like that one. Yeah. But yeah, you
Yeah.
see one of those things on the floor, kind of rotting away. And you see, like, it's kind of got this sort of one wall that's much higher and one that's entirely knocked down by now. And these small little shattered glass windows. And you see this centaur with a black horse sort of behind is currently tending to the fire, looking over it, and has a sort of lute over his shoulder, and seems to be humming a small little melody.
Good song.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's just humming. I can play you on the lute, maybe, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh man.
All right.
Very
Yeah.
good on the
Give me a
lute.
second. You see him just chuck a bunch of sticks on that kind of erupt in flame, and go, "Take a seat." Yeah.
I do.
All right. See, you can take a seat in one of the logs that have been set up, and he begins. And the moment that he goes to touch the strings, as one of the tops spring just completely snaps.
Fortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I can. Die. Sorry, one sec. Sorry, my granddad entered the room. Give me just... edit that out. Alright, so yeah, you see he's kind of humming away. It's not bad, like, you're just kind of a bit disappointed that the loop broke. And then after a while he kind of looks, you guys, yeah? Huh?
I was gonna say, I would interrupt to say, may I see the loot? As he
Oh
reaches
yeah,
out his
I mean,
hands.
sure.
Right,
Kind of brings
as-
you over the loop.
Alright, as I take it, I'm just gonna cast mending on it.
Alright, awesome. So you see as the string pulls itself together and starts like weaving around each other and then pulls back. There's this sort of freshly fixed loot, which has it back and he goes, "Holy, how'd you do that?"
I know my way around iron.
Cool.
Is
Let me
the loot iron?
get this.
Metal, iron.
Oh, that's no. My luck is
thought it
that's
was
not fair
wood.
luck. That's just not fair luck. Roll another natural one. You see now as he goes, and he just kind of plays it right at the exact point he broke it last time. It's still like ever so slightly mending itself still, and boom. Oh,
Unfortunate.
yeah. I just don't think it's my day. Maybe we'll just put that one away for now. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You guys want to hear a story?
Might as well.
What do you want to hear about, you know? I've got a plenty of ones that made up. I've got some knowledge of the history of this place. I can tell you anything. I like a good story. You want dark and dramatic? Do you want light and happy? You want epic quest of slaying dragons? Or some tales from
Got any
my own mind?
stories about like a hooded figure?
Good figure. Let me think. Well, I have one, but I'm not sure you want
Could
to
I hear
hear
it?
it.
I would.
Are you sure? Possibly the scariest of them all.
I know.
Well, maybe 12 years ago. A local of Thorol, one of the Thanes, he fought in the Scarring an elf. He was wandering the woods late at night, in solitude, to reflect on what had happened. He'd wonder and wonder, putting up his cloak to make sure no one suspected him of, losing his mind as he wondered and looked up at the moons. He'd often sing to himself tunes that he'd heard in the battles, dying songs of his friends. Still, one night, he came across a young girl. She was lost. So, came up to her. And she goes, "Please, sir, can you help me get home?" The hooded figure looked down at the girl. No. Well, he was too scared to take her home. He didn't want to go home yet. He had reflecting to do. He had things to think about. He had standards to uphold. If people knew he was wandering about, they'd only think him mad. It was, in fact, probably the fact he was already mad that did not help in this. And so, the young girl simply looked at him. Her eyes filled with tears. And cried. But as her tears fell upon the floor, they started burning the grass around as she transformed into this long creature with these long outstretched arms, long outstretched fingers, these fangs that went down to the bottom of her chin, and this long, knotted, cankerous hair. And as she stared upon him, she thrust her hand through his chest, pull out his beating heart. She held it in her hand before giving it back to him, and whispering in his ear, "Shall wander these woods alone, forever." Like that, she was gone. But his figure looked around. He felt wrong. He looked down, he noticed that hands, translucent, almost just an outline, as if he wasn't really there, but he could still do things. Still interact, still speak, still shout, still scream. Every 10 minutes or so, and his heart beat for the 100th time. Scream, as he felt the fist punching through his chest. Wandered the woods ever since, his cloak held up, and every now and then, scream and wonder, might it be you next?
That was a good story.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites. It's a classic. My father told me it, actually. And then his father told him, and I'm guessing his father told him. Well, if you don't mind, I'm probably best off going to sleep now. That one's kind of spooked me out.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams, and, if you hear the screams, it's already too late. And he heads off towards one of the tents, opens up, heads inside, and you guys are kind of left with this sort of silence.
I always
Well,
love ghost
that
stories
was-
at a fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun one.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You okay? Alright. Probably head back and get some sleep.
Yeah.
So, you guys head back over your tent, and just as you open the curtains, you can't be really sure if you did hear it, but it's almost as if you did. Large screech, scream, echoes through your ears, making you wonder whether maybe the story was true or not. Before you head inside, shaking the thought off, and are able to take a long rest. And so, if you wish, if there's nothing else you'd like to do, you can take yourselves a long rest.
I do.
Is that what you both wish to do?
Yeah.
I'm fine
Alright.
with it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you both take yourselves a long rest. Or you can do, sort of an hour or so of light activity, be it reading, sitting around the fire or whatever. And as you awake to the morning sun, kind of glistening through the cracks in the curtains, blinding you for a moment, or Shinnok, you feel the warmth on your skin. And you awake and can prepare yourselves, get yourself ready. You can already smell what seems to be sort of like a porky smell coming from the campfire. And you're able to eventually gather yourselves together and kind of both awake, looking at each other. Have maybe a minute or so to chat or discuss anything before you want to head off to to breakfast.
Any ideas of anything?
Nothing really pops into my mind right now.
Aye. Oh, gosh, yeah.
Alright, so would you guys like to head off to breakfast?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, sounds good. So, as you exit the curtains, you see sort of like a slightly blacker smoke coming from the campfire, and you see this sort of large pig being roasted over it, probably reaching the point where it's nice and cooked nicely. Its kind of snout has been pierced, and the back of it's been pierced to sort of put a spike through it. You see as many of the younger kids are like staring over, licking their lips, and sort of drool coming out their mouths. And you see that larger centaur that you talked to yesterday, the town leader, look over to you, approach and go, "Hello, did you sleep well?"
Indeed we did.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I was so wrapped up in my confusion yesterday, I completely forgot to introduce myself. The name's Thickle. Thickle Rudgewinter. Lovely to meet you both. And
Good to
Shinnok knew more, obviously. You guys, would you like some pork? None of you all both eat pork, yes?
Yeah.
I don't eat.
Alright, sounds good. Come this way. And then he kind of heads over to the campfire. Grabs out these sort of two large knives and hands you them both. Takes a third for himself and says, "Since you're our guests, you can have the first carving. Take as much as you wish, but, remember there's others." And you are, but all, with these knives in your hand, you're able to carve away. How much you both take? And are either of you very hungry, or... Depends.
I
You
think
guys wanna...
not like a generous amount, but like enough that's like a normal amount, like a nice amount.
Sounds good. Alright, so you take
So
it,
there's left.
kind of... Sorry, you continue.
And then yeah, just like there's left over like.
Yeah. So yeah, you carve this meat off, and you're kind of held this sort of wooden plate is handed over to you as you do so. You're able to drop the meat onto, and you're in like a sort of cup of ale is shoved in your hands, and then more you can take. How much you sort of taken? You taken anything?
I take a tiny bit for my familiar.
You carve off the small piece, and the centaur looks at you and goes, "No more?"
Yes.
You like... Oh my... Wait. You are like... Is that a helmet?
It is not.
So you're like one of those metal things, right?
Correct.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway, I see as he carves himself away a pretty decent portion, puts it back on his plate, sits down, starts scoffing away at his food. And you're able to give that small piece of food to your familiar, who laps it up and just starts curling around your leg, and takes a sort of rest when you rest. And, as you sit down, it'll bunch up in your lap. And you're able to find yourself a seat as well and eat away at this pork that's actually quite nice. It seems to have been seasoned with some sort of alcohol. and kind of fills itself with a sense of warmth. You know, it's not a bad breakfast. Of which, after you're able to eat a bit, the centaur heads over. Thickle comes and approaches you both and says, "So, I've been thinking. I've got an idea. Would you guys be up to help us in something?
Yeah.
You are
What is
adventurers, right? You know, you're fighters. You know what to do, yeah? In combat. Well, we are facing a small issue at the moment. With the, manticores taking over the hill, we've had a group of giant hogs have taken over local lands. A few of them have been killed by the manticore, but the male seems to have survived and is, well, A, killing anyone who comes close enough, and B, we're running out of food. It may be our only option to keep going.
Alright, we can do that.
If you kill them, we'll send you on your way. We'll help. I'll send Kyra down with you to find your friends and reunite. And if you need any more help from Kyra, she'll be there for you. And when the time comes for you guys to do anything with the manticores, we'll be here to help.
So it's a favor
Does that
for a
sound fair
favor.
to you? Yeah. You help us with this, and you have our gratitude, and we'll show you as such. You know, Kyra can help you find your friends and the like, and yeah.
Alright.
You have our back.
Fair.
Fabulous. So,
Alright.
you two want to go alone, or I can send, one of our guards or Kyra with you? It's up to you.
I think we should take one just like, in case someone goes bad, they can go back and get more.
Suppose so.
Well, I'll send Kyra with you then, since, the others are a bit more apprehensive, shall we say. And then, yeah, you guys kill the thing, come
Where's
back with
the-
its body.
Where's the hog?
Well, we think about 30 minutes walk out, okay? There's this small river, and that's where we've had the most sightings. It seems to drink at the river, and there's a small apple grove nearby that it seems to be feeding mostly off, as well as, unfortunately, anyone that
Feeding
comes
on
to its
you.
territory. Yeah. Anything that comes close enough, well, I'm sure it's hungry too, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, if you guys can come with us, well, come with Kyra, or I don't know, I'm sorry. Yeah. Bring back the beast and you have us.
Have your feast.
Yeah. Beast and some allies in this dangerous journey. Yeah. So, I'll send Kyra with you. She knows roughly where the creature is. That's where her... Yeah. She'll know.
Alright.
Uh,
Guess we
so,
fought fair then.
yeah, you guys can head off whenever you want. Just head to Kyra. I've already given her my ideas of what I want to go down. She'll know what to do, and you guys can set off whenever you're ready.
Is there anything else we can do here?
No.
Alright, I guess we're ready.
All right.
We out of it, Kyra.
You see Kyra's kind of just eating the last mouthful of the food. Oh. Hey. You guys come with me
Here.
then?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Get your gear together. I'm assuming you got it all with you, or is there any in your tent?
Alright. I got all my
I
stuff.
don't have much.
All right. Let me just go grab some of my gear, all right? And she rushes into the nearby tent, comes out with two scimitars by her sides, and she chucks on this sort of leather armor, straps it tight, and goes, "All right, let's go take this thing, yeah?"
Yep.
And with that, you guys can exit the gates and make your way through the forests and try and figure out where this thing is. So, you guys walk for about 20 minutes. Kyra immediately starts going into conversations, being like, "So, do you guys sleep well?"
I slept alright.
You guys don't talk much, do you?
I have something in my mouth.
He's
I'm
still
chewing
eating
frantically.
the last bit. He's still eating from...
How much did
when
you
we
have?
last-
I had some celery in my pocket.
Celery's good, actually. I like. I think I may talk too much. I think it's maybe the other way around.
No. We're just like not a very talky group. We talk
Yeah,
when we
well,
need to.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair.
And one of us we just can't understand.
What do you mean? I can understand you both.
We don't. No, but one of our group we don't understand.
Oh, that's odd.
You
No,
happen to speak. What is Hazel?
I think she is Pixie, but I do not think she's a fairy, but I have no idea what language that is. I'm not even sure if that's even native tongue she's speaking.
All right. You speak many languages.
No, I speak common and halfling.
All right. Well,
Fair enough.
No need for
Well,
other
maybe-
languages.
Well, maybe one day we'll find someone who speaks gibberish and we'll be able to understand
yeah,
her.
we'll get a translator. Yeah.
That'd be lucky of you. You know, it's really weird. It's odd. I mean, in the past day, we've caught sight of two people, maybe. Obviously, you
Oh,
guys,
there's
but
more.
we found a camp the other day, but no one was there. I mean, there was definitely a fire, and by the time we kind of had a look, no one was there, so we just assumed they'd gone by then. But listen, there's a reason about your friends.
Yes.
Well, you know the archer I sent out to look for them.
Yeah.
He said that by the time he'd got there, all we could see was blood on the ground and the manticores flying off.
Did he see them?
No. Yes,
And there's
blood.
still a chance.
I'm just saying, those things like
I
to
know.
take their prey or eat them.
I know. We fought them before. I
Okay,
don't think
sorry.
they're stupid enough to lose. Hopefully. Maybe hopefully Sai. Like, Hazel I'm really concerned about. So hopefully Hazel's okay.
We can look for them when we return, yeah?
Yep.
We'll go down there
Yeah.
ourselves, okay? We'll find them. I'm sure they're
Yeah,
fine.
right.
They're anything like you. Just prepare yourselves for the worst, yeah? Hope for the best.
Yep. I always do.
Anywho, wait, listen to that. And as you listen, you hear like the trickle of water as if a stream is rushing nearby. Hey, sounds like we're near.
Alright, so we're gonna kill a giant hog. We have like an attack plan, or we just run in and hope to God we hit it quick enough.
I mean, suppose that's the plan.
Of course it is. Alright.
Right, so we may have
Are
to
you
wait
a great
by the-
fighter?
compared to you guys, probably not. Or you guys are either really good at fighting or really stupid, because only really good fighters, don't run against 5 manticores. Really stupid ones also don't, so,
I think it's like a mixture of both.
I have that feeling too. Listen, my suggestion is we wait by the watering, the river, the watering hole, that's where you'll find it. It won't be there straight away, but you wait long enough, you might catch it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Fair enough.
Alrighty, come with me, I have a spot. This is where we've kind of hid from them before. And she rushes around and finds this sort of outstick of rock in the ground. And it's got this kind of like area that's kind of hollowed in of it. And she kind of pushes you guys inside. Yeah, I'm sure we'll fit. And you guys are kind of packed inside this like tiny like overhang of the rock. And she just says, okay. You're quiet, eventually you'll hear just the drinking of the water, and that's when you attack, okay?
Alright.
Okay. So the waiting begins.
I discreetly take a small flask of ale, just like try and drink it.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
That is a 17.
Alright, so you kind of like, you like grab it from your waist and then pull it round the back of Nimor, and then like go as if you're going to yawn, and then use your hand to cover it and yawn with your like the finger in your mouth. Yep. And then quickly slide it back into your
I keep
pocket.
doing this.
You're more like you just like you can't see anything.
I'm
It's just
very
really weird,
tired. I didn't have a good sleep.
roll persuasion check or deception. Sorry, deception. That's gonna be the best one.
No, that's right. That's an 8.
Jinok's probably lying, but you also can't really see anything going on. It's just like one of those weird lies that people sometimes do, and you're like, why have you lied about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, Shinnok just keeps going. Until 20 minutes on, you hear like the sort of slurping of water coming from the eye, for which Kyra looks back as might be it. Hey,
I know.
you okay?
Grand, and don't worry about it.
Right.
Alright.
Right, ready? Attack in 3, 2, 1. Ah! And she like
Come at me, you
does sort
big piece of
war cry,
bacon! And I run at him.
runs out, and what you see is this sort of small little deer, probably a small child, just drinking away, and like you see as Kyra brings up the sword, and then oh no, and just as she's already in the swing, just flunks it into the ground, avoiding the creature. You see now as the deer, like the moment it gets close enough, jumps up in the air and just bolts off, and Kyra's kind of there with the sword on the ground.
Heck, sick. You didn't even get the right creature.
Are you okay?
I'm Grant, don't worry about it.
Drinking.
Oh, fine. That's annoying now.
Is he drunk? Or just
Not
like
wrong,
this?
no. I have mastered the
Insight.
ways of... You gonna do an insight?
It was a 3.
I think I rolled... I have to roll better than that. Yeah, I rolled a dirty 20. I'm completely fine.
Right, it's just a bit odd. Anyway,
I know the excitement of fighting really gets to me.
Must be because you're an adventurer. Must be an adventurer thing. Sure it is.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
I suppose.
What would you guys suggest? Wait here longer or go in search of the thing?
Let's
Can you check for tracks? I'm too pissed to do it right now.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I guess we're looking for them now. So, let's just get searching then. And with that, I'm gonna start searching for tracks and whatnot.
Okie dokie, sounds good. Can you roll me a survival check, please? Cairo will
Yep.
give you advantage by kind of surveying the area with you.
Okay. That is a 16 for survival.
Alright, so straight away you notice tracks from the little deer, which are these smaller ones, but what you do see are these large, in sort of dried patches now, hooves, and they seem to all be leading to this small little collection of trees. Like, you can see it multiple times, the creature seems to be back and forth, back and forth. It's like a small collection of trees over to, like, maybe, like, if we were to move, like, up and left, around the sort of section there is, where the track seems to be leading.
Alright. I think I found the right tracks. We'll go off this way.
Way! Alright, go that direction. I realized that I can't actually know where you pointed, so I go probably in the wrong direction.
Oh.
You just start stumbling off towards the right, like, and then you keep going, and then suddenly you feel your, like, entire foot is, like, soaking wet, and you can't figure out why.
Wrong
and then, and then it keeps getting colder, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely in the stream right now. And you pull your foot out, it's dripping with water.
Wrong way! I go the other direction.
You head over, and luckily you just feel as your foot steps on these sort of stepping stones, which are probably not exactly blind friendly, and so you can spend your time you can either, it's up to you, just walk your way through the river, it's pretty shallow, or try and find the stepping stones and keep the rest of yourself dry.
Just walk through the river, like, I'm not bothered to find the stepping stone.
So you're pissed off your head, and just you kind of walk through. The cold doesn't even bother you. The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
That'd be like a great, like, Frozen spin-off, and it's just like, she doesn't have any powers. She's just piss drunk the entire time and can't feel the cold.
The entire story is she's just drunk off her. That'd be great. So yeah, you make your way through. Newmore, you can kind of find your way over the stepping stones. Kyra kind of jumps into the first, and then there's a giant leap onto the other edge of the bank. And then you're Shinnok, for some reason, leading, kind of stumbling over the place, going slightly in the wrong direction, but also kind of in the right direction. Heads off. Newmore, you kind of take the correct path, and Shinnok, every now and then you'll hear Newmore, like, really far to your left, and like, this way, this way, this way, and you'll stumble over and go too far right, and then too far left, and this sort of repeating idea. Before eventually Newmore, you just spot this brown, like, dash. Probably not like not running too fast, but just circle around the trees, and this thumping is like leaves slide under hooves.
Yeah. Found some.
What?
I said I found the creature. I was going too fast for me to see what.
Oh my, yeah,
passive
big
perception
piece of
is?
bacon.
Oh, okay, never mind. You just hear,
Alright. I found the pig.
and then you just see one of its hooves go, and it pulls it back like a bull, and then it just starts charging at you. With bombs aimed right at Shinnok. You just go, and I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Alright. Yeah.
That's a 10.
So,
Alrighty, here we are.
That is a
Let me...
13 for me, and a...
Ooh, let me see the scale set. That's the always thing I forget to do. I'm really bad at setting the scale. How do I check the scale? Definitely not set. Give me a second. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Great tools. Can someone just put down their mini just so I can get 5 feet?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry about this.
Ah, I ate the last bit of celery.
Oh,
No more
shame.
crunching.
Celery's banging. Awesome. Thank
It
you.
is.
I was actually eating pork
Nice.
just there.
Oh wow,
So
that's perfect. It's almost like you.
So when you were
prepared
talking
for
about
the
like,
session.
oh, you smell pork, I was like, I actually do smell pork. This is perfect.
Let me just get. I need to get 2 more. 1 second. Need to get your big mini. You know, thank God for video editing because this could be so much smoother.
Oh yeah, very.
There you go. That's pretty big, but I don't really.
That works. That works.
And let's get the hog.
I like hog.
Alright, so here's the hog there. And you guys are kind of like, that's it, charging out. You started over here, nestled behind these rocks. And then you crossed your way over here. And you now made your way to about these mushrooms here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And with that, I'll go change the camera angle to camera 2. Ooh, battle cam.
Camera 2.
Battle camera.
Right,
You know what otherwise we could do
like,
now? I'm gonna make it rotate, because that's cool.
Well, that would be like, wouldn't that be dizzy?
Stay.
Alright,
like
so
very
it's
dizzy.
self-rotating. Can everyone give me their initiatives, please?
Alright, so me and Twix got 13.
Okie dokie, sounds good.
I got 10.
10. Alright, awesome. That's all the initiative done. And with that, I'm going to actually go to the battle cam and start it rotating. Oh, hello camera. I can see. Alright, I think you're about there. I'm in the right direction. One of them. Alright, let's... Alright, so... with that, top of the round, gonna be... Numor.
Hey, okay.
It did
Oh,
not
let's
roll
start
good.
with the same thing that I used to deal with the Manticore. I'm gonna cast Levitate on the boar.
Alrighty, sounds good.
I'm gonna need a con save? Yeah.
One save. Roll that for you. Maybe 10. Second, of course, when I go to load it, it's not loaded.
So
Here we go. 10 plus what sort of save was it again? Constitution.
yeah, Constitution.
That's at 13.
It fails.
Alright, awesome.
Alright, so it floats up 10 feet off the ground. And it stays suspended there. And
Okay, sounds good.
Yep, and for bonus action, I'll cast Dragon's Breath on Twix.
Okie dokie, sounds good. So, yeah, describe to me how the levitate's going to look to me, and then describe how you kind of imbue Twix with the dragon's breath.
Alright. So, I stamp my foot down and say, you will heal! And as that magic surges through the ground and then shoots up violently with a purple hue as it lifts the boar. And then for dragons... Oh, continue.
Sorry, no. So yeah, just like the moment that it levitates, the boar just starts moving its legs and going... and trying to, like, its best to move, but it's kind of like prancing through the air, not really doing much.
Alright, and as for Dragon's Breath, I pet Twix, who's on my shoulder, and say, go get him, girl. And then lightning sparks go through my fingers, and as I pet, Twix's eyes light up the same lightning sparks as I cast Dragon's Breath.
That is sick. Alright, so as you cast the Dragon's Breath, Twix's eyes lighting up. Let's put a little Twix down, shall we? There we go.
Okay. And
so as you cast Dragon's Breath, bonus action, so you still have anything you want to take out or any movement you want to make?
no, I'm good.
Alright, sounds good. So with that turn done, it does make it the boar's turn, who is currently floating. How far above is the boar floating, sir?
10 feet, but also it's Twix rolled a 13 as well.
Oh yes, sorry, that's my bad. Yep, Twix's turn.
So, but yeah, now that that's done, Twix will move to here and use the Dragon's Breath downwards on it.
Okay,
and that's gonna be a dex save from the boar.
Alright, rolling that for you now. With a 12 plus... 12 plus... oh god. 12 plus... Sorry about this. 12.
Oh, good. Alright, that's a fail. I remember to stay in the chair. Oh, you can see... Oh, wait, no, they can't even see me anyways. Alright, where was I?
Oh, by the way, when you're
so
taking
that's
your turn, feel free to move into the middle so that you can do whatever you want. Just for you guys.
Anyways, now that's a fail, so it will be taking 3d6 lightning damage.
Alright, awesome.
That is a 9? 5. Okay, so that's 9. That's why I don't use the dice tower. Moves a bit too much for me. Anyway, so that's 9 lightning damage.
9 lightning damage. Okay, awesome. So as Twix sort of summons this ball of lightning and then and it scattering out, sort of burning away at the already dead tree here and scorching some of the further leaves up here, setting the small fire that the wind wisps away. You see the creature itself just like moves over and sort of spasms slightly as the electricity forces its muscles and limbs to move before it returns back to normal. You see it's got these large sort of burn marks going across its body. And with that, is that the end of Twix's turn?
Yes, that is the end of Twix's turn.
Okie dokie. With that, it's going to be the boar's turn, who is going to... cannot move. Is going to... Is there anything to do to try and break free of the spell, or does it gonna ever re-roll that?
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a save or suck spell.
Okay.
Real good thing I can just quickly hang up now. Alright, let's see. Target can only move, you can change 20 feet. Target. Okay, so when spell ends, target even though. Yeah, nope. Looks like looks like the spell doesn't say anything about repeating saving throws or anything like that. So it has to wait till I drop concentration or 10 minutes.
Alright, sounds good. So it's going to just continue. That's sort of, making all sort of noises it can. And you see that it starts getting louder and louder. You hear like an echo running through, sort of scattering off all the trees. And you see Kyra kind of turns to you more and she goes, I want it to be quiet. If it's too loud, it might attract the attention of certain creatures. Just, yeah. And with that, it will turn it to Genochster. Yeah.
I'm going to just stumble on over to this creature and grab my staff and just wallop it upside the head twice. Flurry of blows. Will
Alright, sounds good.
Hatch. Flurry of blows just gives me an extra attack for my bonus action. Yep. Alright. Let me roll the damage. How much was that actually in feet? Oh, it was 20 feet. Roll to attack. 18 to hit.
18 will most definitely hit.
Oh, I get 2. Let me just get... I just want to figure out how much. Actually. Alright, yeah. I'm going to then hit twice with unarmed strikes. That is
Okay.
a 9. Not gonna hit.
A 9 will not hit.
13.
13 will hit.
Alright, great.
Want to roll damage on 2 attacks there then, I believe?
Yes.
That's awesome.
That wasn't a lot of damage. That is 11 damage overall. Bludgeoning.
Okie dokie. Do you want to give me a give me a rough description of kind of way you're gonna crack your staff against the creature?
I'm gonna like whack it up, and then when it's up, punch it in the jugular.
Alright, sounds good. So you're like using like the extra weight on this end of the staff that gives it that extra hit. You crack and you hit as maybe several of its kind of ribs get cracked, and then as it kind of like squeals out, you jump up and hit it right in the jugular, and you see as it goes, it just goes and lets out this sort of loud snort, which seems to just echo even further out. Continues to screech in pain.
I'm gonna like stumble away back 20 feet and can't hit you with an attack of opportunity, even if you try.
Yeah. I cannot, can I? Because of the...
No, I'm a wee bit tipsy.
You like you move back and it instantly goes to like grab you with its hoof, and you just like drunkenly stumble out the way. It can't figure out where to hit you because you're so all over the place. It's the classic: if I don't know what I'm doing, then you can't.
Yep. Exactly. If I can't do anything, then you can't do anything. If I can't see you, you can't see me. I can never see anyone.
You can't see where I'm aiming. I can't see where I'm aiming,
so-
neither can you.
So as you stumble back, dodging its attack, as it continues to screech, and if that is the end of your turn,
That is the end of
it
my turn.
will make it Kyra's turn, who is going to just kind of listen, we can't make too much noise, we need to kill this thing fast, and she will run up and it's gonna, she's gonna like, you see as she kind of runs up this rock, jumps up, and then goes to stab the creature with one of her scimitars.
Okie dokie.
She will hit, and that's gonna be 6 damage. And then you see as she like stabs down and she uses that stab to slow her fall, she then thrusts up with her other hand, which also has a scimitar in, and is going to try and bonus action to attack again, luckily hitting, dealing 2 damage. So you see as she kind of releases this stab, which seems as not too bad, and then another stab, which seems to be more weak, without much strength in it, but still causes this slight tear in the creature's skin as it continues screeching. And she goes, "Oh man, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be good." And then that'll take it to Numo's turn.
Okay, dokie. So, let's try to finish this off quick. And I will cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, excuse me. That's a wisdom save from the boar.
Wisdom save on that now. 10.
That's a fail, so it's going to take a D12 necrotic damage.
All right, that's sick. Describe me how you wanna flavor this spell.
So, alright, let's see. I'm gonna flavor the spell as... oh, yeah. I'm gonna flavor it as... I'm gonna shout out towards the spell. Death shall be your mercy. And that echoes and tolls inside the boar's mind as the spell takes effect.
Alright, so it's just hearing its casting. Death will be massively death. As it's incredibly... So you see it like close its eyes and wince, and then you can roll that damage. Or have you already rolled it?
Yep. Alright, rolled it, and it's a 10 necrotic.
Ooh, that's a good amount of damage, right? So as you kind of unleash this sort of echo throughout its mind, winces, and then it's going to... is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Taking it to Twix.
And she'll do the same thing with Dragon's Breath. Yeah, no one's in the way, so... Yeah, she'll just use the Dragon's Breath, which is going to be a Dex save from the...
Dex save?
boar.
Oh, that's a definite fail.
Yep. So that will be a 3d6 lightning damage.
Alright, awesome.
Oh, good low.
Oh god, I saw all that. That was insane.
Max.
How does Twix want to do this?
Alright. So I shout to Twix saying, "Bring down the thunder and lightning and finish this off." And as she does that, lightning surges through her wings and as a bright blue light, and as it charges up and finally releases, one strong beam of lightning shoots out of her mouth at the boar.
Alright, so you send the powerful beam of lightning just scatters straight into it. And you can see as the creature lets out this one loud squeal, and you see as every muscle in its body seems to be pulsing and vibrating as its tail is completely burned off, and it flumps to the ground, a burned, charred mess. The trees around it, entirely like enveloped in that lightning, seem to have this withered sense. And I'm gonna try something out. So I'm thinking maybe at the end of combat, since obviously combat actually goes a lot faster, I was thinking maybe like doing a combat recap in actual real time. So like Newmore, it goes straight from Newmore, you plump it in the air, only for then Twix to let out this blast, followed by Shin whacking it twice, one with the thing, one with the fist. As then the moment that Shinnok hits with the fist, Kyra brings down the scimitars and stabs the creature twice, bleeding, before Newmore, you shout and it's just echoing, "Death will be your mercy." And then as Twix kind of is still echoing in its mind, lets out this blast, hitting it, and the beast is slain. Of which...
that was impressive. I have to say, I'm in the wrong seat.
See Kyra just kind of look at you both and say, did we just do that?
Well, yeah, it was just a bore.
That is... And you see she heads up, that's so cool. I mean, that is just... As this spike gets shot through the air at ridiculous speeds and stabs her in the upper shoulder, and then a second right in her chest.
I run over immediately at that and look for where that is coming from.
Alright, so you see as this, you see she is now laying unconscious, bleeding out, and you just see one creature. Sort of flash of red aiming towards you. This sort of mouth with these crooked teeth and purple eyes.
Where are they?
There's a single manticle on the other side here that has just shot this straight towards Kyra. You guys know this.
Alright, no more. More fight.
Stay in initiative order. As you guys are now faced with a threat that actually brings some fear to you. This boar was child's play. But you fought manticores in groups before and still struggled, and this beast is now staring at you with a bloodthirsty look in its eyes, seeing that boar as its food, and you guys too.
So, I'm sobered up a
Just
bit.
as you thought.
Not fucking happy.
You're just like pissed off your mind, and you're like partying, and then you just see Kyra just get shot, and there's this
I just
moment
hear that.
where your brain unflits from this drunk stage as you run over to her, and then you just look behind you as your mind is then filled with this wooziness, and you just see the creature staring over. So we're gonna go to the next person in initiative. No.
Well, it's up to you.
Should I stay or should I go?
Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will
Should
be
I
trouble.
Trouble.
If I stay, there will be double.
Double.
Come on and let me know.
Let me know.
Should I stay?
Or should I
Should I
go?
stay or sit? Anyway.
Thing is, I really hope we don't get ourselves in trouble. Like, if this channel ever does like real good, there's gonna be so many music things we can get in trouble for.
Oh yeah, no,
And-
this is gonna be total copyright strike.
Yeah.
I can't get there in time, so I'm just gonna like. Actually, I'm gonna stay back up here and just say, and just like, can you shoot someone your own size, you big old fucking cat?
Yeah, fool. Kill. Fool.
Shoot me, try your best.
So you like, so you rush over
I'm gonna-
and you feel as the
I'm gonna
cold
dodge.
water rushes against your feet. And you stand in the center of this kind of, you're standing in the middle of the river. And the water's rushing by as you can feel it, but it kind of gives you this sense of security, as you then prepare to like dock your head as low as possible for any incoming projectiles. Taking the dodge
but-
action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah. No.
Alright. If there's nothing else you want to do, that'll take it to the round. No more.
Alright. I will... I don't have any miss, and I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any healing stuff. That's gonna be a problem. Shoot. Oh! If you can't defend, you go offense. I will turn to the Manticore. I'll turn to Manticore and say, For that, your life is forfeit. And I will cast a magic missile on it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright, and so that's gonna be 3d4. Look, yeah, 3d4
Yeah.
plus 1 to... Dang, almost. Alright, so that's gonna be 9 force damage. Oh, plus 1 to each, or just plus 1 in general?
I think it's plus 1 to each, because they're 3 different missiles.
So 5, 10... So that's 12 force damage.
Describe to me, sorry to keep asking you, I just enjoy hearing everyone describe their spells.
No, that's fine.
What are these spells looking like?
I'll keep that in mind to describe how I cast them. I'll use my... I point my staff towards it, and 3 black darts form around it and shoots out, and flies in a scattering formation as it then darts towards and hits the Manticore.
Alright, awesome. So as these sort of like black bullets tear into it, you just see a slight splash of blood come out as it just kind of stares at these and just stares back straight in your eyes anymore and just bares its teeth right in your direction. Its arm spikes raised right towards you, making it Twix's turn.
Alright, Twix is gonna... How far away is that? Yeah, that'll be enough. So like, Twix will move right here.
Twix is 53, yeah. So where do you want me to Twix to? Sorry. My bad.
About right here.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and then that she'll use a Dragon's Breath on it. So I'm gonna need a dex save from the Manticore.
Alright. Doing that now. 18 plus 3, 21.
Oof. 21, okay, that's a save, so it'll take half damage from...
Alright, sounds good.
3 to 6. Come on, big damage. So, it'll take 5 lightning damage.
Alright, awesome. So as Twix kind of turns around, you see she's kind of like a bit confused, still like, what's going on, and so like sends the thing out, and the Manticore kind of like rolls out the way, and then, you know, just like ending up there, and the beam hits right there. As it dodges this, but you see like small scars of electricity still hit the creature, and deal a decent amount of damage, right? So that's 5 damage. Is that the end of Twix's turn?
Yep.
Awesome. With that, the Manticore's turn. You see as it begins to fly up. And is going to shoot one attack at North. I think it's range, I think it's giant. Got a pretty big range. Yeah. So it'll hit. It's gonna send 2 at Numor and 1 at Shinnok. So Numor, that's gonna be a 11 and a 21 to hit.
Alright, 21 hits.
And that's going to be 6 damage, 6 piercing, as this large spike like takes out a huge chunk of the metal shoulders you have. Your cloak kind of falling over that. And then the one towards Shinnok is going to be 14 to hit.
That misses.
Misses, alright. So yours kind of still stumbling around, and as it aims, and there's a moment where you kind of stop as you kind of stare at the creature, and then it sends it out, and the moment it does so, you just happen to kind of stumble backwards, and you can see as this spike, sort of looking like a large tooth with this pinpoint end, skims across your head. Like you can almost feel it cut off one of your hairs, and goes behind you. And yeah, that'll be its turn from now. Actually, no, it'll move within melee range. Actually, no, it's gonna get a bit cocky. You just see it's like
Fools doomed to die. I've been doomed to die many times.
You're just drunkenly rambling, and it's just kind of looking at you, wanting to be intimidating, but it's so tricky to be menacing to someone who just is out of it. And it is then going to be your turn.
I'm going to pop it with a staff and with a punch.
Alright, sounds good.
Oh, that was a natural one. No.
Alright.
That's the
So
staff never hitting.
You grab the staff, bring it up, and bring it down, and as you do so, the creature just kind of like hits its head upwards, almost repelling the blast, and you feel as the staff slips out your hands and sort of kind of falls into the stream, and it's picked up by the stream and starts moving slowly away.
Oh, shite. Oh, I'm gonna punch him twice. It's just, God damn it, you broke my staff. Got rid of my staff. Why am I rolling so bad? That was not a hit. Stop rolling so quickly. That's a natural one again. What the fuck?
So there's been so many natural ones. It's like the game's cursed. We've been cursed. So you then go with the second one, which is that's a 3, right? Plus whatever.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
so you go with that one and just, you're like, oh, my staff, and then punch upwards, and then the second time, you try and bring that same fist down, but you do so with such force, because you're so peed off you missed, that you completely miss, and pull yourself entirely, like the momentum just pulls you down into the river, and you feel as your fist bashes against some rocks, and you find yourself prone in the water. You feel as the water just seeps through all your clothes, and you can feel like sort of sharp spikes from the stones on your back as your head's just out the water and you're lying there. Yeah.
How far away is my staff right now?
Your staff is probably floated only about 5 feet away by now. It's not
Alright,
too
then
far, it's pretty heavy.
I get up and you prick. I'm just gonna run and grab my staff.
Alright, so you grab your staff.
Which way is the river?
The river's flowing this way.
Alright, so I'm running away from the beast.
The bulls are over here. Obviously way over here, probably about... Yeah.
What? Why?
I'm just being weird and liking geography. So yeah, you like pull yourself out of the water, and you feel you're like incredibly more heavy now. You're having to like put more effort at every step as your clothes are soaked.
Damn it.
And it's that moment where things just get worse, and you look down at your little alcohol container, and you realize you've left it open. And you can see there's just this slight sliver of like a browny liquid going through the the stream, and you can just see that your thing is filled with water.
I'm going to take away your eyelids.
It's just like...
None of this actually, like, damages me. You're just being a prick.
You're just drunkenly... It's like a drunk fight. That will take it top of the round.
I'm gonna grab my stuff before I go. Yeah.
Alright. You grab your
So,
stuff. It's kind of...
Thing is, I'm running away, but like, I'm like so low that like he tries to dodge me, but I trip over a stone and it just goes straight over my head. And I don't realize it.
You're like tripping all over the place, and it's like those scenes where people like accidentally avoid a bullet, and you're just like completely stumbling over the place.
I don't even realize I've done it. I've just accidentally done it.
Yeah. So I'll take it top of the round. Yeah, you get your stuff. Pick it up. It's kind of foggy. Top of the round, no more.
Alright, so I am going to cast Chromatic Orb at it. As magic, as I weave a ball of magic blackness. Oh no, it's just going to be a ball of lightning, and I chuck at the core. So I'm going to need to roll the hit. That is going to be 18 to hit.
18 will definitely hit.
Alright, now it's going to take 3d8 damage. Lightning damage.
Awesome.
Where's my d8s? There they are. Again, almost max, except for the
Some decent
1-1. Alright, so it takes the 17 lightning damage.
Right, that's insane. That's a lot. So you like use your staff, summon this ball of electricity in your hand of lightning, and then send it spinning right towards it. Now it's so focused on Shinnok, like stumbling over the place in drunken mess, that it just catches it right side of the jaw, and just like you see now as its fur has been like completely burned off, and it's got this scarring along its face. That kind of snaps its head towards you, growling lowly. So yeah, is there anything? Is that gonna make it Twix's turn, or is more you want to do?
Yeah, that's gonna make it Twix's turn, and she'll
Awesome.
use Dragon's Breath on it again, so it's gonna need another save.
Save, rolling that for you
And-
now. That's a natural one.
Okay, I get to save a spell slot. Alright, so it's gonna take 3d6 lightning damage.
All right, awesome.
Not that good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 lightning damage.
All right, very cool. All right, so you send out. So Twix sends out this sort of
It's good damage. I haven't hit
scattering
anything.
blast. Yeah, you'll hear like battering this thing, and Shinnok's just there trying to stay on his feet, as he's like stumbling over the place, not being able to see, drunk. Kyra's unconscious, not looking too good. But no, so you basically what happens is you send this electric ball, and it growls and tumbles over. And as it does so, it leaves this giant open space for it to immediately come and zap it, which kind of pushes it back this way onto its, and it manages to regain its footing. And yeah, it takes the brunt of that damage, which will make it, if that's Twix's turn, it'll make it Kira's death save.
Death save. Yep. Oh, death save, right.
Which will then take it to Manticore, who is going to run straight up to Shinnok, and make 3 attacks against Shinnok, seeing you as the, easier target. So it'll instantly, straight away, jump at you with a bite, with a 13 to hit.
Oh, sorry, you talking to me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's fine.
13 to hit.
No.
Yeah, you're the
Alright, so
easier
it's going
target.
Like, the moment
like-
it jumps at you... Sorry.
Yeah, no. For some reason, I just feel like I should be the easiest one to hit in this entire fight.
But
I'm
you've
not.
got the lucky of gods on your side.
I have the unluckiest luck I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's basically that is
can't
kind of
hit
what's happened
first.
this session.
I can't hit Rashid, but he can't hit me either. So like, it works out eventually.
Yeah.
So yeah, he like lunges at you to bite you, and that's the exact moment you decide to lean over and take your staff. So it just jumps over you, and you're like, wait, what's going on? And it'll go and try and claw you
Huh?
twice with a 15 and a natural 1 to hit.
Nothing hits. What am I on?
So as you lean over with your
apparently.
staff, you like hold out your hands like, what the hell, dude? And it goes at the claw, and the moment you hold out your hands, it just hits your staff, which means you then fall over, and it goes with the second one. And as it does so, because it's pushed you out the way with that one, it goes to attack where you were, completely misses, slams its claw into the ground, and forces it to get completely soaked by the water. And it's laying there
Comes around and goes around
growling
you
intensely, giving you the biggest death stare you have absolutely ever seen.
I like raise my face like a fisticle
It's
situation.
like-
Like, come at me, you boobies.
It's like a Mr. Bean episode. Just everything goes wrong, but everything goes right.
Everything goes wrong in my favor.
Yeah. All right. So that's it's your turn now. See if you can hit it.
Alright.
Unlikely. 3 nat ones.
Alright, let's go. One more time for the story. I don't know what story I'm on about. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it multiple times with a
Alright,
flurry of
let's see
blows.
ya.
My last flurry of blows. This will be beautiful. That is a 16.
Hey, that. There we go. Hey.
And that's a 16 again. There's 2 16s.
Hey.
Hey, there you go. It looks like it changed.
And a natural one!
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. The story
The last one, the last attack is a natural one. So I'm gonna roll
So,
out
like,
for the first two.
This thing is like soaked in water and grumpily staring at you.
I love
So
him.
you go to hit it with your staff and crack it up its head. Oh, you hit it! You shake it. You hit, and then you then reach out with your other hand, and as it's in the air flying, you punch it back down again. And you kind of at this
Don't
point
have
you're
that.
getting cocky, and you're like,
Yeah.
let's do this. And so you just go through this biggest soccer punch of your life, like you almost like loading your arm. You bring it back, send this punch, and it just sends you utterly flying as you do this, as you flip yourself, doing this like kind of roly-poly through the water, ending up right next to it, soaked wet again, with that kind of humiliating miss after 2 decent hits. So,
12 damage.
Sorry. 12 damage, right? Awesome. Hilarious. Alright,
I am
awesome.
become a Mr. Bean. You know what's funny? I went
Yeah.
to a TY ball like last week. It was just like a group for a school, and someone got drunk so much that he genuinely reminded me of Mr. Bean. He was doing this. He couldn't stand up anymore. I remember one time someone gave him a pat on the back, and he fell across the entire room. He was tripping over everyone to the end of the room. It was the most funniest thing I've ever seen. And when we sat him down, he
just such a
like
good
sat
TV
down and
show.
went like, "Oh, I'm doing grand. I can stand up." Stand up, fell over immediately. I've become him.
Oh, I can stand up before I do the land.
I've got a glass of water. It's fine. Bang.
So Sherlock, after that like round of successful failures again, it goes straight to top of the round. No more.
Okay, cool. Alright. Let's see.
Like I haven't been doing the most amount of damage to this creature, but I feel like it's going to attack me just on sheer annoyance that I'm still alive.
Yeah, it's just peed off at you. Like how are you avoiding my attacks?
Yeah,
You're
you
pissed
keep
right now.
it busy. Yeah, you keep it busy while I actually manage to kill it.
Damage.
It's got to the point where it's forgotten Numor's there, and it's just absolutely enthralled by watching this TV show of Sherlock just being a fail here, but also winning.
Alright. Let's go back to... I'm gonna do the same thing with Chromatic Orb and
Alright,
try to-
sick.
that is definitely gonna hit with a 16
You've-
today.
You've stolen all of Waffle's luck here, I'm convinced. Yeah, you
Whose chair am I sitting in?
being
Wait,
cute.
whose chair am I sitting in?
Everything's hit you, and that's the thing. Everything's hit you, so we've like swapped luck so that it doesn't hit me, it hits you, but you hit and I don't. If we mix it together, we get invincibility, but we don't.
Yeah.
We split our luck.
Alright, what's that going to be to hit then?
That was gonna be a 16, 17. That's gonna be a dirty 23 to hit.
Oh, that, yeah, definitely.
Yep. So that's 3d8 damage. All right. Come on, 3
Six
8s.
to hit. I'm just.
Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's gonna be 10 lightning damage,
Alright, keep awesome.
and that will bring it to Twix. And I'm gonna need a save.
Alright, sounds good. Rolling now. Hey, one that might
Is it-
actually succeed there. That's a 16.
That would if I didn't cast Silvery Barbs.
Oh,
I was gonna need to reroll.
Oh, that's better. That's 19.
Dang it. Alright, okay. Alright, well, then, yeah, it takes the lower roll, and... yeah. It saves, so that's...
So as you you cast Twix, cast the thing. Oh, maybe the luck's all gone. It's all gone to it's all gone to the Manticore or Shinnok. That's just the question of which one.
Both.
So yeah. So you send out that spell, that chromatic orb, and crack it across the face. That's pretty bad. But the creature then manages to, it's prepared again for Twix. It's seen Twix do this a few times, and so waits for Twix to start casting it, and then leaps out the way, and is able to just only get kind of caught by the outer edges of the lightning. And yeah, what's the damage on that?
Is it rounded up or rounded down?
Rounded down? Yeah.
It's down for it's down for half.
Okay, it takes 1 lightning damage.
Alright, awesome.
You rolled ones.
Yeah, all once. 3d6, all once.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The luck has changed. The luck has shifted somewhere. You gotta hope it's not the Manticore.
Maybe it's like a
When
mix
I rolled
between both
3
of us, and
natural
like
20s.
his rolls are getting better, but somehow my it still doesn't hit me.
Yeah, I know. This shouldn't be working. So it you just see as most of the electricity just bounces off here. Like Twix luckily manages to hit in the water, otherwise, we'd probably get a lot of people hurt. Everyone just starts electrocuting, but no, I'm just like one tiny beam
I try to pick up my
clips
flask.
its
And I'm
wings. So at that point, it's gonna go to a death save. Good.
We don't know how this is. This secret saves.
Oh, jeez.
No. You don't gonna know. But it will then take to the Manticore's turn. So it's time to see where the luck has changed. And it's gonna go. It's gonna stare at you, Shinnok, and go.
I stare back with like a big goofy I stare back with like a big goofy grin on my face and just like, try me.
It's gonna go for a bite with a 16 to hit.
It hits!
Hey, the luck is shifted.
Finally.
And then it'll go for 2 claws. And the first claw's gonna be a 22 to hit.
It's
then
doing well.
Okay.
Now it needs that
dice
1
is-
to match the
That's a 15. Luck.
That doesn't hit. Haha.
So, that's gonna be D8 and D6. You are incredibly lucky still. That could have been way more. That's 10 damage.
Ow.
It takes out this kind of chunk of your arm, and you can just sort of see where it starts to spurt, and then it scratches that same spot, just clawing farther. As it then goes for the fine, it's like, I'm gonna try and kill you now, you stupid. slams into the water, splashing itself and you, and you see it's just absolutely great with itself, as it will now be your turn.
That's funny. Oh man, I'm in a lot of pain.
But the alcohol numbs it, it's okay.
I can still go. Like,
One arm falling off, your leg missing. I'm fine.
he like raises his fist and like, ha! You can never beat me. The fist falls off and he's like, I have another arm.
Who needs limbs when you have alcohol?
It works.
That actually does remind me of a debate we had once, whether how many people with no arms and legs could you take in a fight?
Isn't that just like the Monty Python bit?
I don't know. It may be. I've never watched Monty Python.
Yeah.
It's on my list to watch.
Alright.
Tis but a
Monty Python Hall. No, tis but a scratch. It is a mere flesh wound. I've memorized the entire Monty Python script.
Nice.
That's impressive.
I haven't,
yeah,
but
no,
like I've memorized most of it.
Let's see whether the luck is transferred to you too, Sherlock. This is where you get like a natural.
he's
Alright.
hit twice now.
You see this thing is like basically dead. Normally these things would have ran away, but it's so like pissed off at you, Shinnok.
It's
that it's
basically
like
dead. Alright.
it's yeah.
I have ran out of flurry of blows, so I hope to God. Praise be to me, the gods of the dice. Give me the chance to beat this stupid overgrown tiger. That's a hit!
Yeah.
That's a 22!
That one
And
was
then the
definitely a hit. Do you want to roll
second one.
damage?
That's not a hit, okay. That's a 10.
10 will miss. The first one hits.
First one hits. That's 8 damage. Oh, no, 9 damage.
Shinnok didn't agree. How do you want to? How do you want to?
Yeah!
Hey, just enough,
Yes.
just enough. Good job.
Numal
Yeah,
just
point.
actually carried this fight, and then you come in at the end with a hair and steal the victory. Oh god, go on then. Describe to us how you did this.
I'm gonna like raise it and just go, I'm going to cook you for dinner. And I'm gonna like try and slam it down, and like halfway through the thing it drops on my hand. And I just hit him with my fist instead by accident. It still dies. I'm still killing it.
You swing it down, and like because it's so slippy, like your staff is still coated in water, it just drops on your hand, and you're like, shit. And as you bring it to rest, you just feel as your fist, like it's almost like because you weren't paying attention to your fist, it actually feels stronger. And you just hear as its like skull cracks under the pressure, and then as it slams in the water, you just see kind of blood leaking around its head as red spills throughout the river. The thing is dead.
Namor, could you check the small woman? Is she still alive?
I'm yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
just keep punching the thing.
I go over to check her out, see if she's still living.
Roll me just a straight wisdom check to see how she's doing. See whether she's
Straight
close
wisdom.
to death or like unconscious, or whether you know what I mean, whether she's about to die.
That's
That's a dead person.
be 11. Yeah, I got an 11 on that. On a wisdom check.
It's above 10, so I'm gonna tell you, Shinnok, run over there so you can't hear how many death saves she's on. Okay, so she has failed 2 and succeeded 1. And so when Shinnok comes back, I'm going to roll a single save, and then you'll be able to try and stabilize her. So she'll get 1 save, so she has a chance to live, chance to die. And from there, you can stabilize her. Alright?
Jesus.
You can tell she's about to die, yeah. She didn't do very good. Come back, fool. You genius, yet also somehow, I don't know how you did it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Hey,
Roll
drunk
that
kung
death
fu.
save. I'm gonna do...
Drunk
I'm
Fu
gonna
is
tell
the
you-
best.
I'm gonna tell everyone whether it's a fail or a success. Shit. That was, I'm being deadly serious, a natural one. Which seems to be fitting. Numore, as you're holding her, you feel like sort of where the just a slight beat of a heart fades as she falls fully limp. You just feel her hand seems to be squeezing tightly onto you, onto the fingers, almost like she was when she was dying. She wanted that last sense of there being someone there, and then they just fall loose. He remains dead.
Alright. How is she?
He picks her up. Up, and turns to walk to Shinnok, and in a silent, mournful tone, he says, "Gone."
She helped. She was a great fighter.
He decides to carry her back all the way to their camp.
As you step up, you feel as if you feel like just something that's been like kind of slid into your sort of pocket area. Just a single scimitar, seemingly like just gently placed there, not in there solidly as if someone's put it in there a long time ago, just as if someone did their best to pass it on. The other, as you pick it up, falls to the ground. You can do what you wish with her weapons. You take them with you. And
I'll keep the one. Shinnok, you can...
I'll keep the other.
Alright.
And we should probably take these back to... Well, one for food and the other for revenge.
Do as you wish.
I'm gonna try and take both back.
so, I mean,
Grab 'em
Ita,
both.
they're both humongous. Chances of you grabbing both are going to be tricky. You could probably get, I mean, if Numore to grab, your best bet would be have one of you grab the manticore and the other have like pieces of the boar chopped up. Because these things are both like heavy, you know, like you're going to be dragging these for about a 30-minute walk. It's not going to be comfortable. Especially if someone's carrying the person as well. You're going to want the person carrying Kyra to also have the meat chopped up.
We could... Oh. Sorry, Crash.
Yeah, well, we'll just wait if you want, because we are approaching the end of the session. I kind of want everyone... I can just edit this bit out, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Hey. Was there any way we would have been able to stabilize her? Mid-fight?
Yes. I mean, if you'd gone over to and stabilized her, you could have, that would have succeeded. And additionally, she never, like, I rolled one every turn. She succeeded the first one, and then failed to. And then rolled the natural one. So there was ways. There was luck, obviously. And if people have rushed over there and stabilized her and got that 10. But the question is whether she would have survived after that, you know what I mean? Even after that, she may have still died. Anyway, I'm just going to reload the map for you all. Give me one sec. Can we save? Thank you. Load.
Yeah, do you want to... We need to take these back for... No, entire
do you want... Alright, do you want to take a short rest or a long rest?
before we go.
We can take one back up. Well, it's only 30 minutes away.
I know, but if I take a short rest, I can just regain a spell slot and cast levitate on one of the things.
Alright, yeah, we should probably take a short rest then.
Yeah, so
We
take a
just
short rest.
sit by a tree.
Gonna take a
Yeah,
solitary air of sadness. You guys sit by a tree. Are there any discussions taking place, or are you all just kind of
I'm
in
not
silence?
No, yeah,
So
I'll sit in front of Kira, who's laying there as I take my short rest. And then,
I'll walk a bit away.
yeah, after the short rest, I'll regain my spell and cast levitate on the manticore corpse.
good.
I'll ring the
You-
boar.
Bring it up and lift it up in the air, and move it every time you walk. And are you gonna just grab the ball by its tail and drag it, or you wanna
Yeah.
try and disassemble it? Right, grab it by its tail, drag it. Who's taking Kyra?
You know what, Twix? I think Twix will push the manticore that's levitating because it should be weightless now. The only thing is that okay, and I'll be carrying Kira. I assume in one hand because she's a halfling, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Are you taking any of her weapons, or are you leaving them there, or?
No,
Just-
I take a scimitar.
yeah,
He takes a scimitar.
yeah, and I got the one that was placed in my pocket.
So you head back. This air of brief sadness in your eyes. You may have only known her for a short amount of time, and she may have kidnapped you, but there was still the sense of a sense of goodness in her. She was young, and so you
I don't like losing.
carry her home. Schnoch, the boar dragging in behind you, and you punch the gates, and you see the two centaurs who look over and go, "No, he's okay." And
We won. But we lost.
Yes, they run over and just look at you and go, "You killed her."
We have the manticore that did it.
Okay,
Do with it as you please.
take the bit inside her, looking at the manticore, not at Kyra.
I crushed in its skull. Efficiently.
You see as they're kind of just too stunned to speak, and pull open the gates for you and just go inside.
She was amazing.
She was the best of us. So kind of suddenly, as you enter, you see everyone seems to crowd out as they're sort of waiting for the ball to return, and you just see everyone smiles on their faces. They see the boar, then it just drops. See her in your arms, folds and leaning over, and you see as this older lady shuffles over and goes, Kaida, no. No, what did you do? What did you do? You see she now starts kind of beating on her chest, doing everything she can to bring her back to life, pushing on her and trying to push any air as she can into her. But both know she's dead. And after a while, the old lady just kind of falls to her knees and starts crying, starts weeping as the large centaur approaches you and goes, "What happened?"
The manticore swooped from on high, shot her directly in the chest before we could react.
Give me 1 second while I just change the camera. I'll cut this out. I just realised it's still staring at nobody.
Right.
Oh, hello, I'm back, sorry. Just changing the camera to faces. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. The manticore killed her, was it?
Hmm.
Did you get the boar?
Yes.
Hog, whatever.
Yep, we brought the
That should
boar
feed us
and the
some time.
manticore.
My mother will want the manticore. It's the way it should be. Gets to dispose of the killer however she likes. In the meantime,
Agreed.
the burial is in order. It's sad. Brother died just a week back. Manticore too. We'll bury her next to him. Bring her body. Go find some shovels if you can. Guys will be much better at digging than we are. And he kind of heads off towards an area where you can see there's 3 bulges in the dirt where something seems to have been dug. You guys look around and you see people who've already got shovels in hand and they hand them to you both. And a few join the ranks of you and come and help you all shovel some dirt. Are you two gonna help shovel?
I might just stay. And
What did you say, sorry?
I might just stay. And
The more you help him?
yeah, I'll help. Not the first grave I've
Yeah.
seen.
Fox says to this. The more you start shoveling. Takes some time, but eventually you build this little, you kind of dig this little spot in front of a tree. My mother comes over with a quickly made, what looks to be like a farming hoe, and it's sprinkled with seeds. Knew more your academic studies, you would know that this is actually symbol of the mother of seed, who's one of the gods. You know, you've probably seen symbol before. It's worshipped frequently in Nepal. But, And as the body is laid in there, you see seeds are sprinkled over. Then flame. Then seeds burning and the body protected by this coating of seeds. This incense that comes from this. You smell as the mother takes a big breath in. She lays down a small set of beads on the freshly sort of charred seeds that lay across the body. Before the grave gets dug in, we are going to end today's session with Ira dead, but new allies made, new friends, and a chance to find your old friends. The question is, what will happen next time? Fables from the Tavern. So, we all hope you enjoyed this episode. Had a bit of a sullen ending, but there was some, it kind of went south real quick. We went from this Mr. Bean-esque comedy to a tragedy. Yeah, the end of Romeo and Juliet. It was like skipping straight from Mercutio to just the dying scene.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
No, sorry, you got spoiled from a 1,000-year-old
oh no,
countdown.
oh no,
Oh,
spoilers,
no.
guys. It's spoiler warning. Romeo and
Yeah, I
Juliet
hate
actually
us.
die. Oh, God. We're heathens.
Yeah, but
Thank you all so
spoiler
much for
warning in
watching.
the
I hope you
video
enjoyed.
now.
We are. It's gonna be right in the beginning. It's gonna be a giant spoiler. So spoilers for Romeo and Juliet. No, I'm kidding. Do you guys have anything to say
Oh,
for the people watching?
That was
Um,
depressing.
Yeah, a sad ending. Probably could have avoided. We probably could have avoided that, but I'm still trying to learn a bunch of the rules. I thought I needed a med kit or something else to help stabilize, but that's my bad. But hope
well,
you guys,
the way
hope
the
you
world
all
can be-
enjoyed anyway. Yes.
Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed.
Well, if you did enjoy,
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time in the next episode of Fables from the Tavern. So,
bye.
thanks for watching, and
Yeah. Bye.